We're going to be looking at QQQ here in this video. Now, we ended the day at 7-Eleven, although in after hours, we are just flying high in here. We're up about $6 and some change and going. So we're going to see where everything kind of puts us as we go into overnight and then see where pre-market kind of puts us here. Going forward, what are we looking at though? Well, obviously everything all came down to NVIDIA earnings, a little bit of a pullback in here into close and then a little bit of a lull. And then obviously once NVIDIA came out with their earnings, everything started to pop in here. So that's what we're looking at in here going forward. Just going to be kind of waiting and seeing what is going to happen as we go into tomorrow's trading session. What type of pullbacks, if any, are we going to get from where we're currently trading here at these 17.7 levels? Or 717 level, that is. Sorry. To the upside in here, we are going to be focusing on that 722. Outside of there, we're looking at 738. To the downside, that 711 where we actually ended today, that is a major support for us. So that is going to be a spot that we're going to see if we can hold. Anything below there, it's going to be that 9-day EMA right here, this blue line. And then outside of that, nothing really to save us besides that psych level of 700 or the 696 level right here. Now, we did have bullish net flow on the day in here for your Qs, followed by a little bit of a lull in there as we kind of got into close there with our bullish net flow. So that's going to be something to watch tomorrow to see what is going to happen in here, and especially with the overall markets. We're also going to take a look at AMD in here. Now, this also had bullish net flow on the day, and your GEX in here actually had a huge put wall at 480, and you can see we closed right above there. And then in after hours right now, literally getting no love. You thought you'd get some sort of sympathy play in here. You got a little bit of a pop in here to about 485 or so, and then a pullback in here. So you're basically only up pennies in here in after hours, maybe 60 cents or so from where we close. So that is going to be interesting to see what happens in here in AMD. I would have figured that AMD would have followed NVIDIA more than Micron and CoreWeave and things like that, but actually the opposite is happening overall. So you got big pops in them in after hours here in AMD just a little bit, and then basically reverting right back down to its mean. So it's climbing right now, just broke 482. So we're going to see what happens as we continue throughout the evening. Maybe we'll get a pop in here pre-market in AMD. But what are we looking at in here to the downside? Obviously 480. We mentioned that large put wall in here. Anything below 480, we are watching 455, which is going to be right around here. And then after that, really, it's just that 400 psych level right here, right? That's kind of what we're chalking everything up to be. To the upside in here, we are going to be watching, obviously, the big 500 level. That's where our call wall is. Outside of there, we're looking at 527. And then at 571 is what we have priced in here for our resistances. Now, as far as our expected moves, things obviously are going to change depending on what happens here overnight. But right now, your IV in AMD is sitting about 27. You have about a $3 expected move. I'm sorry, $20 expected move priced in by this Friday. Next Monday, about $23. If you go all the way out to your September monthlies, right around a $51 expected move being priced in here. So we're going to see how things end up overnight here, especially with all the movement and action we're getting here overnight. But all in all, it looks like everybody's going to be green, and then AMD is just currently barely green. So we're going to see how that is going to get affected as we open tomorrow. So all in all, hopefully everything stays up. We're going to wait for our futures to come out tonight and see how things change overnight, and then go from there. All right, guys, if you like this video, make sure to check us out on all of our social media. We also have a Discord service if you are interested, and you can find all of our socials in the description below.